I'm Pat from the White Oak Library District in Lockport, and I'm coming to you today from my kitchen. Not because the library isn't open. We are open, but I needed a kitchen. And I want to demo today for you a wonderful recipe that I found in this book by Laura Fuentes. It's called The Best Homemade Kids Snacks on the Planet. Now my kids are adults now, but I have grandkids and I love to bake and make snacks for them, and they love to eat. I'm very excited about all of the recipes in this book, but I picked out one that I want to share with you. It's called Homemade Goldfish Fishies, or Homemade Golden Fishies. And of course, those are like the goldfish crackers that we buy in the store, except we know all the ingredients that we're putting in them when we use this recipe. Homemade Golden Fishies is a pretty simple recipe. All you need are some basic ingredients, a food processor, and an oven. This is a recipe that you can make yourself, or you can make with kids or grandkids. Either way, it'll be a fun activity. You start with 2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. You can buy this in the store. When you do buy it in the store, it comes in the 8-ounce bag, or you can shred your own and measure 2 cups. That goes into the food processor first, like so. Then you take 2 tablespoons of butter and a cup of flour. In the cup of flour, we have a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of paprika. So that all goes in here, like this. I'm going to pulse it for about 30 seconds to start to break this all up. Once you've pulsed that for about 30 seconds to combine those ingredients, we're going to pulse again for about another 30 seconds or so until we get the dough to form into a ball. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of ice water slowly. So here goes. So 30 seconds later, and look what we've got. We have ourselves a dough ball. So now we're going to take this ball of dough. The recipe says to divide it into 4 smaller balls, wrap them each in plastic wrap, and refrigerate for 10 minutes. I don't know. I think I'm going to, well, maybe I should do what the recipe says. Let's see. Because after we take it out of the refrigerator, we're going to roll it up. So let's see what this dough looks like. And I think I'm just going to do, we'll do what the recipe says. 4 small balls. So, 10 minutes is up, and we can take the dough out of the refrigerator. I'll go and get one right now. Now, the next thing we need to do is roll the dough. The recipe doesn't say to what thickness, but we're going to make it nice and thin, I think. Looks good, doesn't it? And it smells delicious. Color's great. I think that little bit of paprika really gets us the color that we need. So when I first saw this recipe, I was like, well, how am I going to cut the goldfish crackers? Because I don't have a cookie cutter that small, but I found them online. This is a set that I bought. Not only did I get a goldfish, I got 6 or, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other little animals as well. So that's a real a thing that will really please the grandkids, I'm sure. All right, so we're going to get this rolled out. And remember, There's 4 of these dough balls, and we're going to cut one right now. So this is great if you have several grandkids. You can each help with one of these. You need a cookie sheet with parchment paper on it. There you go. And let's start cutting out our fishies. Oh yeah, cut very easily. In the meantime, we should have put the oven on. Let's see what we have. 400 degrees. All right, so I don't know if you can see this or not. Look how beautiful that is. All right. So we're gonna do as many as we can get out of here. I don't know if I'll do all fish. I'll mix it up with some of the other little animals. Well, I just finished cutting out the fish and some other little animals as well. That's 60 crackers that I got on this cookie sheet. And I still have over 2 balls of the dough to go. So this recipe makes a lot of crackers. So it's going to go into the oven, 400 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes, or until they're slightly brown on top. I'm really going to watch them because I don't know how long they'll actually need to bake, and I don't want to burn them. So here goes. So I just got these out of the oven, and they did take more than 6 minutes. More like 8 to 10 minutes actually. I kept taste testing them. At first, at about 6 minutes, they were still pretty cheesy on the inside and mushy. So not very cracker-like. So I kept them in several more minutes, and when I got to the point where they were flaking on the inside, I knew that I had the right consistency for a cracker. And they're actually quite good. They're very crunchy and very cheesy. I'm not real salty. I think it's a great snack for kids. I know that my grandkids would love these crackers, and I know that they'd really get involved in the cutting of the dough as well. Now this book has over 200 recipes in it. The next one I'm looking at, which I'm not going to do for you, but I'll probably try for myself, is the marshmallow cream-filled chocolate cupcakes. And this is a takeoff of the classic Hostess chocolate cupcakes filled with cream, one of my all-time favorite snacks. It's a really fun book to page through and find a recipe or two. I hope you do that. You can find it in the 600s. The call number is 641.53. You can place a hold on it, call the library, or go onto the online calendar where you found this video, and there's a link to the record for this book so that you can place a hold and pick it up at the library. Remember too that we have curbside pickup at the library, and you don't even need to come in if you prefer not to. You just call the number on the sign in front of the library, and we'll bring your books and materials out to you. I think that anytime you can wow your grandkids, you're going to have a great day, and I hope you have fun with this. Thanks. Bye-bye now.